Hello friends, and welcome to Metabolic Reboot 50+. If you're eating salads, cutting calories, hitting the gym, and still watching the scale stubbornly refuse to budge, especially around your belly, you're not failing. Your metabolism is simply playing by a new set of rules after 50, and nobody told you. You've probably heard your doctor mention terms like insulin resistance or prediabetes with a worried tone, but it sounded confusing and scary. The truth is, this isn't about willpower or how hard you try. It's about a silent metabolic villain that's been quietly blocking your progress: insulin. After 50, your body's response to insulin changes. It becomes resistant, which means your cells don't use sugar properly, causing that stubborn belly fat, constant fatigue, and those energy crashes after lunch. But here's the good news: you don't have to accept this as your new normal. Understanding how insulin resistance works is the first step to taking back control. In this video, we're going to reveal what your doctor isn't telling you about insulin after 50 and share the new truth about how to reboot your metabolism for lasting energy and fat loss. Stay tuned, because this is the metabolic reset you've been waiting for. Let's get clear on what insulin resistance actually means once you hit 50 and beyond, because it's not just a buzzword your doctor throws out. Insulin is a hormone, a kind of messenger that tells your cells to take in sugar from your bloodstream and use it for energy. When insulin works well, your blood sugar stays balanced, and your body runs smoothly. But after 50, your cells don't listen to insulin as well as they used to. This is insulin resistance. Imagine insulin knocking on the door of your cells, but the cells are tired or locked, refusing to open up. The sugar stays in your blood longer, causing your pancreas to produce even more insulin to compensate. This extra insulin doesn't just hang out quietly, it actually signals your body to store fat, especially right around your belly. That's why stubborn belly fat is often the first sign of insulin resistance. Here's the kicker: insulin resistance doesn't just affect weight. It also messes with your energy. When your cells can't use sugar efficiently, your muscles and brain get less fuel. That's the afternoon crash you feel after lunch, the energy dip that makes you crave snacks or caffeine just to keep going. And it gets worse. Chronically high insulin levels from resistance also trigger inflammation and hormonal imbalances. This can make you feel bloated, foggy-headed, and downright exhausted, even if you're sleeping well. That's why feeling tired and sluggish isn't just normal aging, it's your metabolism sending a red flag. But here's the truth many don't tell you: insulin resistance after 50 isn't permanent. It's a dynamic condition, meaning you can improve your cell's sensitivity to insulin with the right lifestyle tweaks. This is not about starving yourself or going on extreme diets, it's about understanding how your body's chemistry has changed and working with it, not against it. Understanding this unlocks the power to stop blaming yourself and start controlling your metabolism. It's why old rules like eat less, move more don't work anymore. Your body isn't just a calorie-burning machine, it's a complex hormonal system that needs precise signals to reset. Next, we'll dive into the new rules for eating and moving that actually reboot insulin sensitivity and banish belly fat for good. If you think your doctor's advice is the final word on weight loss and metabolism after 50, it's time to take a step back. Many doctors focus on traditional guidelines that worked for younger adults or general populations, but they often miss key metabolic shifts happening in your body now. Let's bust some of the biggest myths that keep you stuck. Myth number 1: just eat less and you'll lose weight. You've heard this 1,000 times, but after 50, this advice can backfire. When you drastically cut calories, your metabolism senses a threat and slows down to conserve energy. Worse, it increases stress hormones like cortisol, which actually promote belly fat storage. So, eating less without addressing hormone balance is like hitting the brakes when you want to accelerate. The truth? It's not about starving yourself, it's about feeding your body the right nutrients at the right times to reset your metabolic signals. Myth number 2: exercise is the key to melting belly fat. Exercise is important, but the old idea that long cardio sessions alone will torch your belly fat is outdated. After 50, chronic cardio can raise cortisol levels and stress your already sensitive metabolism, making fat loss even harder. Instead, the new rule is to focus on gentle movement like walking, combined with light resistance training to build muscle. Muscle improves insulin sensitivity and revs up your metabolic furnace without adding stress. Myth number 3, all carbs are bad for you. Low-carb diets exploded in popularity, and while cutting refined sugars is essential, not all carbs are enemies. Complex carbs from veggies, legumes, and some whole grains provide fiber and nutrients that support gut health and steady blood sugar. The trick is choosing low-glycemic carbs that won't spike insulin. Blanket carb avoidance can leave you drained and craving, which sabotages your efforts. Understanding these myths is crucial because following outdated advice wastes your time and energy, and worse, makes your metabolism more stubborn. The new truth is that successful metabolic reboot after 50 comes from smart, hormone-friendly strategies, not quick fixes or one-size-fits-all rules. Next, we'll break down exactly what foods, habits, and timing tricks you can use to outsmart insulin resistance and finally start seeing real changes, not just on the scale, but in your energy and confidence. Remember, you're not alone in this. Once you know the truth behind these myths, you hold the power to reboot your metabolism and rewrite your story after 50. Now that you understand insulin resistance and why old diet advice fails, let's talk about the hormonal shifts after 50 that make the difference even more challenging and how mastering them is your secret weapon. After 50, your hormone landscape changes dramatically. Estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, all crucial for metabolic health, decline. This shift doesn't just affect mood or sleep, it directly impacts how your body responds to insulin. Low estrogen levels, for example, make fat cells more stubborn, especially around your belly, by reducing insulin's effectiveness. This means your body is more likely to store fat rather than burn it for energy. Another key player is cortisol, often called the stress hormone. Chronic stress or poor sleep keeps cortisol elevated, and high cortisol levels worsen insulin resistance by forcing your body into fat-storing mode. It's like your metabolism is stuck in survival mode, hoarding energy as belly fat while draining your vitality. This explains why stress and belly fat often seem inseparable and why managing cortisol is not optional but essential. Then there's thyroid hormone, which controls your metabolic rate. After 50, thyroid function often slows down, meaning your body burns calories more slowly. When thyroid hormones dip, insulin resistance worsens because your cells become less responsive, and energy production stalls. This slowdown contributes to that creeping weight gain and persistent fatigue. The good news? These hormonal shifts can be influenced. You can support your body by focusing on natural habits that balance these hormones and boost insulin sensitivity. For example, prioritizing quality sleep lowers cortisol, while regular gentle exercise stimulates thyroid activity and improves insulin response. Eating meals rich in healthy fats and fiber supports hormone production and keeps blood sugar steady, reducing insulin spikes. Crucially, you don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Small, consistent changes that respect your body's new hormonal rhythm create powerful momentum. This is why quick fixes fail. You need strategies that work with your hormones, not against them. By understanding and managing these hormonal changes, you're not just fighting belly fat, you're reclaiming your energy, vitality, and confidence. This hormonal insight is your insider edge to finally break free from the metabolic traps that have held you back. Next, we'll unpack the practical habits and food swaps that support your hormonal balance and insulin sensitivity, simple adjustments you can start today for real, lasting results. Now that you understand how insulin resistance and hormonal shifts block your progress after 50, it's time to reveal the hidden triggers quietly sabotaging your metabolism every single day. These aren't the obvious culprits like sugary snacks or lack of exercise, these are sneaky habits and environmental factors that keep your metabolism stuck in slow motion. First up, hidden sugars and processed ingredients. You might think you're eating healthy by choosing low-fat yogurts, granola bars, or even fruit juices, but many of these products are loaded with hidden sugars and refined carbs that spike insulin without you realizing it. After 50, your body is more sensitive to these insulin spikes, and even small amounts can trigger fat storage, especially around your belly. The label might say natural or low-calorie, but the metabolic impact is the same as pure sugar. The truth? Reading labels and cutting out these disguised sugars is a game changer. Next, let's talk about chronic low-grade inflammation. This silent burner of metabolic health lurks beneath the surface, triggered not just by poor diet but also by environmental toxins, lack of movement, and even disrupted gut health. Inflammation throws off your insulin signaling, making your cells less responsive and your metabolism sluggish. It also encourages your body to hold onto belly fat as a protective layer. Many after 50 don't realize that inflammation is a core metabolic villain. Reducing it requires more than just cutting sugar. It demands anti-inflammatory foods, mindful movement, and stress management. Another subtle but powerful trigger is poor sleep quality. It's not just about the hours you spend in bed, it's the quality of that sleep. Fragmented or shallow sleep spikes cortisol and disrupts your body's overnight insulin sensitivity reset. This means your metabolism wakes up sluggish and your hunger hormones get thrown off, leading to increased cravings and fat accumulation. Sleep is your metabolic reset button, and without deep, restorative rest, everything else becomes harder. Finally, chronic stress beyond the obvious is a stealthy metabolic saboteur. We think of stress as big life events, but it's often the small daily pressures, emails, family demands, traffic, that keep cortisol elevated. This ongoing stress forces your body into survival mode, locking in belly fat and blocking weight loss signals. Managing this kind of stress isn't about escaping life, it's about building simple, daily habits that lower cortisol and restore metabolic balance. Recognizing these hidden triggers arms you with the knowledge to spot and neutralize what's really holding back your metabolism. This is the real metabolic reboot, cutting through the noise and fixing the root causes that no diet alone can touch. Next, we'll explore the simple, practical habits you can adopt today to dismantle these hidden triggers and finally reclaim your energy and waistline. Now that you know what's really blocking your metabolism after 50, let's talk about simple, practical lifestyle tweaks that can flip the switch on insulin resistance. These aren't drastic diet changes or grueling workouts, they're easy shifts that fit into your daily life and start restoring balance from day one. First, prioritize meal timing and protein intake. Instead of grazing all day or skipping meals, aim for 3 balanced meals spaced evenly, each including a good source of protein like eggs, fish, poultry, or plant-based options. Protein stabilizes blood sugar and keeps insulin levels steady, preventing those energy crashes and cravings. Bonus, it also supports muscle maintenance, which is key for revving up your metabolism after 50. Next, move with purpose, but keep it gentle. Walking briskly for 30 minutes most days of the week is a metabolic game changer. It improves insulin sensitivity without raising stress hormones like intense cardio does. Adding light resistance exercises with bands or body weight twice a week helps build lean muscle, which is your body's best ally against insulin resistance. Remember, consistency beats intensity here. Hydration is often overlooked but crucial. Drinking enough water supports every cell's function, including insulin signaling. Aim for at least 8 glasses a day, and if you want a metabolic boost, try starting your morning with a glass of warm water and lemon. It kickstarts digestion and helps flush toxins that can worsen inflammation and insulin resistance. Finally, make stress management non-negotiable. You don't need to overhaul your life, start with small daily rituals that calm your nervous system. Deep breathing exercises for just 5 minutes, a few minutes of meditation, or gentle yoga can lower cortisol and improve insulin sensitivity surprisingly fast. Evening routines that unplug from screens and prepare your body for restful sleep are equally powerful. These manageable tweaks add up quickly. They don't require drastic sacrifice, just mindful choices that honor the way your metabolism has changed. By embracing these habits, you're not just fighting insulin resistance, you're reclaiming your energy, your waistline, and your confidence in a way that lasts. You've now got the insider playbook to reboot your metabolism after 50. The power is in your hands. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your body respond. Now that you understand the hormonal and lifestyle shifts needed to reboot your metabolism after 50, let's zero in on the real game changers on your plate, foods that actively reset insulin response and support lasting metabolic health. First, meet your new metabolic heroes, fiber-rich, low-glycemic vegetables and legumes. These foods slow down sugar absorption, keeping blood sugar and insulin levels steady. Think leafy greens like spinach and kale, cruciferous veggies like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, and legumes such as lentils and chickpeas. Not only do they fill you up, but they also feed your gut bacteria, which plays a surprisingly powerful role in improving insulin sensitivity. Next, embrace healthy fats as your metabolism's best friend. Contrary to outdated diet myths, fats don't make you fat. In fact, they help balance hormones and slow digestion, preventing insulin spikes. Avocado, extra virgin olive oil, nuts like almonds and walnuts, and fatty fish such as salmon and mackerel are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These fats reduce inflammation and improve cell sensitivity to insulin, which is exactly what your metabolism needs after 50. Don't overlook the power of spices and herbs that boost insulin sensitivity naturally. Cinnamon, turmeric, ginger, and garlic have been shown in studies to improve blood sugar control and reduce inflammation. Adding these flavorful ingredients to your meals is an easy and delicious way to support your metabolic reboot without extra effort or cost. Finally, keep an eye on fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and plain yogurt. These gut-friendly foods promote a healthy microbiome, which plays a critical role in how your body responds to insulin. A balanced gut flora helps reduce inflammation and supports stable blood sugar levels, two key factors for resetting your metabolism. Incorporating these foods consistently creates a powerful metabolic foundation. They work behind the scenes to calm inflammation, regulate insulin, and nourish your hormones. This is the real fuel your body needs to shift from stubborn fat storage to vibrant energy and weight loss. Remember, this isn't about deprivation, it's about choosing foods that genuinely support your unique metabolic needs after 50. Up next, we'll explore the timing and combinations of these foods that maximize their insulin resetting power, so stay with us. If you've been pushing yourself with intense workouts or long cardio sessions, only to feel more exhausted and see no change in your belly fat, it's time to rethink your approach. Exercise after 50 isn't about burning calories faster, it's about restoring hormonal harmony that fuels your metabolism. Exercise acts like a master key for hormone balance. When done right, it helps regulate insulin, cortisol, thyroid hormones, and even boosts the production of muscle-supporting testosterone and growth hormone, all of which tend to dip as we age. The challenge is that overdoing it or choosing the wrong type of activity can backfire, triggering stress hormones that lock fat storage in place. The new rule? Focus on purposeful, hormone-friendly movement. That means emphasizing moderate-intensity activities like brisk walking, swimming, or cycling, which lower cortisol while improving insulin sensitivity. These steady, rhythmic exercises tell your body it's safe to burn fat rather than store it. In addition to aerobic movement, light resistance training is crucial. After 50, muscle mass naturally declines, and rebuilding it is essential not just for strength but for revving up metabolism and improving hormone function. Using resistance bands, bodyweight exercises, or light weights 2 to 3 times per week supports lean muscle growth without triggering excessive cortisol. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, it helps your body utilize insulin better and burn fat more efficiently. Another often overlooked benefit of exercise is its positive impact on sleep quality. Regular physical activity helps regulate your circadian rhythm, enabling deeper, more restorative sleep that lowers cortisol and resets insulin sensitivity overnight. So, exercise is a natural sleep aid, another critical piece of the hormonal puzzle. Finally, keep in mind that consistency beats intensity. It's better to move daily with manageable routines than to push hard sporadically. Your body needs steady signals that it's in a safe, low-stress state to optimize hormone production. Integrating enjoyable activities like gardening, dancing, or yoga can make fitness sustainable and beneficial for your metabolism. The takeaway: exercise is not punishment, it's a strategic tool to restore the hormonal balance that unlocks your metabolic potential after 50. When you move with purpose and respect your body's needs, exercise becomes your ally in beating belly fat and reclaiming vibrant energy. Up next, we'll dive into how to pair these movement habits with meal timing and nutrient choices to amplify your metabolic reboot. Stay with us. Now that you've uncovered the metabolic villains and embraced the hormone-smart strategies, it's time for the most important part: a clear, manageable step-by-step plan to take back control of your metabolism after 50. This isn't about perfection or overnight miracles, it's about creating a sustainable rhythm that respects your body's unique needs. Step 1. Start your day with a power protein breakfast. Skip the sugary cereals or fruit juices that spike insulin first thing. Choose a breakfast rich in protein and healthy fats, think scrambled eggs with spinach, or Greek yogurt with nuts and cinnamon. This sets a stable blood sugar foundation and signals your body to burn fat, not store it. Step 2. Schedule your movement. Consistent, gentle, and purposeful. Put a 30-minute walk on your calendar most days, and commit to 2 light resistance sessions weekly. Keep it simple and enjoyable. Music, a podcast, or a friend's company can turn this into a sustainable habit. The goal is to create steady insulin sensitivity without triggering stress hormones. Step 3. Hydrate strategically and mindfully. Make water your go-to drink throughout the day. Add lemon or cucumber slices for flavor and a gentle detox boost. Avoid sugary drinks and limit caffeine after noon to prevent cortisol spikes that sabotage insulin. Step 4. Prioritize sleep hygiene. Your metabolic reset button. Create a calming nighttime routine that signals your body it's time to rest. Dim lights, no screens at least an hour before bed, and consider natural aids like magnesium or herbal teas. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to lower cortisol and restore insulin sensitivity. Step 5. Mindful stress management. Small rituals, big impact. Incorporate brief daily practices like deep breathing, meditation, or gentle stretching to keep cortisol in check. Even 5 minutes can shift your body from survival mode to fat burning mode. Consistency here trumps duration. Make it non-negotiable. By following this step-by-step plan, you're not just guessing or hoping for results, you're actively rewiring your metabolism for sustainable energy, fat loss, and hormonal harmony. Remember, the power lies in consistent, informed action tailored to your body's needs after 50. You've got this. The metabolic reboot starts now. We've busted the biggest myth that's been holding you back. It's not about eating less or pushing harder on exercise. The real culprit is insulin resistance and how your body's hormones and metabolism have shifted after 50. Starving yourself or following outdated advice only slows your metabolism and ramps up stress hormones like cortisol, making belly fat stubborn and energy crashes inevitable. But here's the empowering truth: your body isn't broken. It's playing by new rules, and now you have the insider knowledge to reset those rules in your favor. By focusing on hormone-friendly foods, balanced meals, gentle movement, stress management, and sleep, you can reboot your insulin sensitivity and finally unlock lasting energy and fat loss. Remember, this isn't about quick fixes or punishing diets. It's about smart, sustainable strategies that work with your body's natural rhythms after 50. You're not stuck, you're equipped. If you're ready to stop the frustrating diet cycle and start working with your body, not against it, subscribe now and join our community of metabolic reboots over 50. Your best metabolic years are ahead. Now, tell us, what's one healthy food you cut out that surprised you with a big difference? Share your wins and discoveries in the comments below. We learn best together.